Interesting question coming in on Twitter now, Kartik.
Yes.
Varun wants to know what is the optimal tenure for a home loan?
Okay, this is a little tricky one to answer. Now, see, let me tell you this. If you took a 15-year loan, let us say the loan value was 1 crore, then in 15 years' time, at an interest rate of approximately 9.5 to 10%, you are going to pay 1 crore in interest. Now, the EMI for that 1 crore loan is going to be approximately 1 lakh rupees. So now this optimal period changes for most people. What I have observed by experience is that if you suggest a tenure of say 8 years or 10 years, obviously the interest outgo is much lesser, but then there is enormous pressure on your monthly cash flow. If you start looking at 20 years and 25 years and 30 years, then the cash flow pressure is just marginally reduced. You're not getting additional benefit, but the interest that you're paying is almost double that of your original loan, which means it's way too much. So in my view, 12 years, 15 years is you can use that as a guideline or a rule of thumb as saying that that's the optimal amount of tenure that you want to have. And which is why once you have the 12 year or 15 year, no matter what happens, you don't let that tenure extend, because as soon as interest rates go up, the first thing the bank will do is give you the option of continuing with the same EMI and letting your tenure increase. But that's really detrimental to your financial health. So you don't do that. You in fact increase the EMI a wee bit and try and keep your tenure at the same level that it was, or even try and reduce it a little bit. But then this is something you need to keep assessing over a period of time, looking at your overall financial plan, figuring out what's the most optimal level of loan servicing budget that you should have out of your monthly inflows. As long as that is within about 35%, for the home loan, then I think you are in a very comfortable position. Look at that installment budget out of your overall income, and then maybe that will help you in coming to some sort of a guideline in terms of what's the best tenure.
So
but otherwise,
also,
12 to 15 years.
So Kartik, this is also age linked. Is this a function of your age, as in, what stage of your life you are in, whether you're in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s?
Yeah, to a certain extent, yes. It becomes more applicable as one is nearing the age of 60, because most of the times the tenures sort of tend to get over by 60. What I mean to say is, if a 50-year-old person applies for a home loan, the bank will ordinarily insist him to only get a 10-year tenure and not anything more than 10 years, maybe at the most 12 years. They will not bank too much of reliance on his pension income and things like that. So it becomes relevant at a higher age, but otherwise, purely from principles of financial management, it doesn't depend on age.
You can watch live TV on our website mp.now.in. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/magicbricksnow.